Louis, have your man go with Mr. Laszlo and take care of this.
Library card.
Certainly, Rick. Anything you say.
This couple would like a new library card.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
So you both can check out books and magazines.
I don't understand. What about you?
Well, see, I already have a library card.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to your last?
It's about time you got your own card and quit using mine to check out your reading materials. You and your husband need to be able to check out your own things at your own time and not rely on me.
But Richard, no,
Now, you've got to listen to me. You have any idea?
How many different titles of romantic books and novels there are, but you must bring them back in time.
Cap, isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it because it's true. Inside of us, we both
Know that you love a good romantic novel, but you're always forgetting to return them. With an e-book, you can return them anytime.
maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have.
Access
We
360.
didn't have. We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night.
It's open 24/7.
And I said I would never leave you.
And you never will. But I've got a job to do, too.
I've got to tell all the BVMS readers about books about friendship and romance. This week's BVMS Reads topic is about friendship and romance, and I'm going to tell about 6 books where friendship and romance are the main theme.
Someday you'll understand that. Now. Here's
Booking.
at you, kid.
Here's looking at you, kid. This is Mr. Hume, your BVMS librarian, and that movie clip you saw me just butcher, that was from a movie called Casablanca from 1942, which is often on lists of one of the best movies ever made, but even more importantly, it's on the list of one of the most romantic movies ever made. And the reason I'm showing you that is BVMS Reads this week is going to take a look at books that deal with first romances and friendships. I'm going to make 6 recommendations for you. As always, there are going to be ones that are 1, available to you in Access 360, 2, really good books, and 3, things that are appropriate for your grade level. So sit back, get that romantic looking hat out, and let's take a look at some books about romance and friendships. Romantic book selection number 1. The first selection is called Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. Main character is a girl named Abby, and she's starting to realize that this summer may not be turning out to be one of their best ever. She has having an unrequited crush with her best friend Cooper. Her mother's anxiety problems seem to be getting worse and worse, and she has just been turned down from an art show that she worked really, really hard to get into. So just out of a sense of desperation, Abby decided, I'm going to make a list of 10 things that I'm going to do in the next month. This includes facing a fear, this includes getting to know a total stranger, and this includes falling in love. As the deadline nears, Abby realizes it's going to be awfully hard to get these things done, and she starts feeling the pressure. Let's see what happens when Abby starts examining the things on her list in Love, Life, and the List. selection number 2. Our next book selection is a book called Lucky in Love, also by Casey West. In this book, our main character, Maddie, has the dream that almost everybody in every country and every corner of the world has had at some point in their life. Winning the lottery, of course. Even though she is a really level-headed girl and works hard and believes that her own work will get her as far as she can, one night she has a weak moment. She buys a lottery ticket, and guess what? She wins it. 50 million big ones. Her life changes drastically. She no longer has to worry about where she's going to go to school. Her parents don't get along very well. She's hoping maybe that'll take the pressure and they'll start getting along better. But after the glory of winning the lottery wears off, she starts having some questions like, do these people like me for who I am, or do they like me because I have 50 large? Even Seth, a boy that she has a hopeless crush on, she wonders, even if he did like her, would it be because of her or because of her money? Even though Seth has never mentioned the money at all. Let's find out what happens with Maddie in our next book called Lucky in Love by Casey West.
People say that money can't buy happiness. Then again, people say all sorts of crazy things. $50 million would solve all my problems and then some. I could afford the college of my dreams, pay off my brother's student loans. My parents might actually start getting along again. Of course, being a multimillionaire might create a bunch of new problems. I think Mom and Dad will go back to loving each other after their financial worries are gone, but what if they don't? And what about Seth? He probably doesn't even like me. Not the way I like him. But what if he does? How do I know it's just for me and not my money? Maybe being ridiculously rich will be more trouble than it's worth. Looks like I'm about to find out. Look for Lucky in Love at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Selection number 3. Selection is a book called To All the Boys I've Loved Before. In this book, the main character named Laura Jean, she loves to write. She feels like writing is therapeutic to her. And a lot of times she writes without ever intending anyone else to see it. In fact, during 5 different relationships he's had with boys, when that relationship ended, she wrote a long letter to the boy just to get out her feelings, how she felt about them, never intending for them to see them, but just helping herself work through it. Well, imagine how she felt when she went looking for her letters one day and realized they were gone, only to find out that the letters had actually been mailed to the people that she wrote them to. Now, this could either be A, the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her, or B, maybe a bit of romantic luck that she never saw coming. Let's take a look for a trailer for To All the Boys I Loved Before.
You give me the peanut butter to my jelly. You give me the butterflies I feel in my belly. You give me the captain and I can be a first mate. You give me the chills that I feel on our first date. You give me the hero and I can be a sidekick. You give me the tear that I cry if we ever split. You give me the rain from the cloud when it's storming, or you give me the sun when it shines in the morning. Don't know if I could ever be without you, 'cause boy, you complete me. And in time I know that we'll both see that we're all we need. 'Cause you're the apple to my pie, you're the straw to my berry, you're the smoke to my high, and you're the one I wanna marry. 'Cause you're the one for me, and I'm the one for you, for you. You take the both of us, and we're the perfect two, yeah. We're the perfect two, we're the perfect two. Baby, me and you, we're the perfect two. You give me the prince and I can be a prince.
Book selection number 4. Our next selection is a little bit different for a couple of reasons. One, it's a graphic novel, but 2, it's about a little girl that had a tragedy happen at a young age. At age 4, she contracted a disease called meningitis, and that meningitis left her with almost no hearing whatsoever. At first, Cece was homeschooled and taught by her parents, and then she went to a school for the deaf, and then, with still having hardly any hearing whatsoever, she went to a regular public school. Now, imagine, difficult as middle school is now, imagine going there when you'd have no hearing whatsoever and you can't communicate and how lonely you might feel. But finally, she meets somebody who she kind of has a crush on anyway that tells her this isn't a disability, this is a superpower. She has this device that can let her hear her teacher, whatever her teacher's doing, wherever she is in the building. This crush helps her develop into a superhero called El Defo. So let's take a look at a trailer for El Defo. Book selection number 5. If you like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, then you're probably really going to like this next book. This book is called The Improbable Theory of Anna and Zach. And what's going on in this book is that Anna's little brother is supposed to be going on a school trip to a science council meeting. And once they get on the trip, her little brother ditches the trip and instead goes to a science fiction convention held nearby. Now, Anna, who's desperate, enlists the help of Zach to help her track down her brother and try to return him to where he's supposed to be. And along the way, they meet all kinds of crazy characters. If you've ever been to a science fiction convention, there's been all kinds of space heroes, space villains, alien creatures, and they all have adventures with them throughout the story. Can they get Anna's little brother back before Mom and Dad find out? Let's have a look at the trailer for The Improbable Theory of Anna and Zach. Final selection, number 6. Our final recommended selection comes from prolific young adult author Sarah Dessen. And in this book called Once and For All, we have a young lady named Launa who has seen every kind of wedding possible. Of course, she's seen every kind of wedding possible. Her mom is one of the best wedding planners in town. She's seen from elaborate to simple to complex to expensive to inexpensive. And in a way, it's caused her to be a little bit cynical because one thing that many of these weddings have in common is they don't work out. So Launa is afraid that she's become cynical about love at all, especially after her first real romance with a boy ends badly. Well, then along comes Ambrose. And Ambrose is very, very, very interested in Launa. And Launa, she's been a little bit lukewarm because of what she's seen with all these other relationships. But can Ambrose hang on and convince her to give him a chance? We'll find out in this trailer or by reading once and for all.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer.
Well, that's our show for episode 6 of BVMS Reads on romance and friendships. Hopefully we found something there that you were interested in. And until next time, au revoir.
Gotta keep reading, 'cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. Pick up that book and turn the page. You'll never know just what you'll find. Information or fantasy, drama and art, all make you smart. I know that you'll have a ball. Turn off the TV and just read them all. Just think, with a book you'll be so entertained. OMS has the best readers in FLA. Fill up my mind with nonfiction. Let's get the facts and use them up. Collaborate, graduate, feed your brain, and then we'll just keep on reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. Let's read it some more. Reading and reading and reading, 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 reading and reading and reading, reading. Gotta keep reading, 'cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. I got my book. Do you have yours? Yeah. What is the title? And who's it by? Where is it set? Maybe in Spain. Is it fiction? What? Or is it real? Will it be happy? Yeah. Or maybe sad? Let's see what happens by reading on. Open that book, and have a look. It's an adventure. So keep on reading that book. Keep reading.